What's going on, everybody? It's the Bull Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, our pick is in relation to the 18th overall pick in the NBA draft, and we've got a very interesting player to talk to you about today as the Chicago Bulls selected Dalen Terry, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, the only thing I really hate about this pick is the fact that I did not talk about it. If you guys watched a couple of videos back, I said I would absolutely hate getting a player that I didn't end up talking about. Unfortunately, COVID got in the way of that situation, and there were 7 days where I couldn't talk about players. I'm not sure if Dalen Terry would have been a player that I would have talked about regardless, but at the end of the day, he's a very interesting player. There are a couple of good things about him. Overall, it's a bit of a question whether or not he is, I guess, the best available with that 18th overall pick, but all in all, we're going to be talking about, I guess, the positives and the negatives, but keeping the video relatively short just in case anything does happen around the Chicago Bulls later on in the NBA draft. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about Dalen Terry and what do you think his potential will be. He also had a very interesting quote that has been put around Twitter as of now pretty much about the NBA draft and what it's going to be like in a couple of years' time when they do the redraft. Very, very interesting in that retrospect. Let's talk about his stats a little bit and what he's good and bad at the NBA level. I guess trying to get to that NBA level. Played for Arizona, ladies and gentlemen, played 37 games. His season averages was 8 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, 3.9 assists, shooting 52.2% from the field, or 50.2% from the field, I apologize, and 36.4% from the three-point line. So he's one of those guys where if you watch what the commentators had to say in relation to the NBA draft, 6'7" guard, can play in the wing positions as well. Very good playmaker, someone that could do a little bit of everything on the floor, has improved his three-point shot over the course of 2 years in college, and is just one of those glue guys that can make your team much better and can do a variety of things on the floor. Not a superstar, does have, in my opinion, a very decent ceiling, a decent potential as well, but probably not a guy that's going to be, I guess, a superstar level player, but definitely a guy that can do a little bit of everything. A lot of people actually projected him to go into the lottery, but at the end of the day, he is definitely a player I didn't talk about. I'm not going to sit here and say I knew a lot about this player coming into it, because obviously I was doing the research on a day-by-day basis, but at the end of the day, a lot of people seem to like this pick, and I do see a very good value in having a glue guy. As again, we're talking about PJ Tucker not too long ago. We're talking about how he could potentially be a glue guy for the Chicago Bulls and how we need more glue guys on this team. And drafting in Dalen Terry, potentially, if he's to remain on this Chicago Bulls team, if we don't trade the pick or the player now, getting a glue guy into this team could be very valuable to us. So a very decent playmaker, someone that's going to be very good off the ball as well, can play on the ball, does have high IQ, very good defensively as well. I believe he averages 1.2 steals per game. He's obviously not a rim protector because he played mostly at the guard and forward positions. I don't expect him to be a rim protector. And his three-point shot, in my opinion, is probably the biggest worry, the biggest concern. He did shoot 36% from the three-point line, but a lot of people have been saying that three-point shot is questionable, and we'll have to wait and see whether or not that turns out to be the case or not. I'm excited to give this guy a chance. I've always said, if AK actually, whatever AK decides to do, if he selects a player that I don't like or I don't know, or someone that I feel is a bit questionable, I will always trust in what he decides to do and what this front office has in mind in terms of the Chicago Bulls. If Dalen Terry is the player that they feel is the most comfortable and the best suited for that 18th overall pick, then let's give him a chance and let's see how it turns out. Now, I guess the question is, was he the best available for that pick? I honestly will say no. I don't personally think it was, but it's not my opinion that matters here, ladies and gentlemen. It's about our tourists, it's about Eversley, it's about the front office, and if they found him the best available, he's also one of those players that has a very high upside from what I've heard. If there is a lot of that goes around for Dalen Terry, then I'm happy to give him a shot. I'm excited for the Summer League. Obviously, the Summer League schedule has come out. We'll talk a little bit about that later. I'm sure you guys already know about that, but obviously the draft picks that are coming in, we could be versing some very interesting teams in the Summer League. And yeah, I'm just overall excited to see what can turn out from this player. I think he could be a very good bench contributor. I'm not sure if it will happen straight away. I think he's got a lot of work to do, but again, he had a quote that came out saying that in 10 years' time, when they do a redraft, things will be different. He has a lot of confidence in himself, and that's clearly a good attitude to have. Someone that has self-belief, and AK always finds guys with good attitudes. So I do like that. Very confident player, and I'm excited to see what can happen out of this situation. All we could do now is wait and see. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to what can happen next. I will keep you updated for more NBA draft prospects if we decide to go into that second round or late first round, whatever the case may be. That being said, I'm going to end the video here. I'm not going to keep this, I guess, too long of a video. We will discuss them further in detail, maybe tomorrow, whenever the case or whenever the time comes. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Have a wonderful and safe day, Bulls Nation. I'll see you in another Chicago Bulls video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.